Welcome to a YouTube video on level 41 to 60 roleplay for Aardwolf Mud, Equipment and Leveling Guide.
Our character is now level 41. We can use the command EQ search to find the best suggested equipment for that level.
Aardwolf suggests a creative spark for a level 41 light source. This is found at the Bard Clan shop.
Let's compare this item to our hallowed light, bought from the marketplace, where players list good quality items for others to bid for.
The hallowed light looks much better. These lights are created by paladins using the spell Hallowed Light.
Next up is equipment for the head. Tenko T is wearing the Helm of True Sight, which has a score of 90. If your character wasn't able to afford this item, we'll check out other alternatives.
Let's take a look at the Page Boy hat from the Midgardian Publishing Group.
The clan shop is located at 2 South from the entrance.
The item adds +4 dexterity, +4 damage roll, and adds +2 resistance to physical and magical attacks. There is the invisible flag for the opportunity to solidify the item to add more hit roll or damage roll.
Let's now take a look at the alternative headwear, the Amethyst Helm from the House of Touchstone.
From the entrance, run west then north.
The Amethyst helmet adds 2 dexterity, 2 intelligence, 4 damage roll, and adds +2 resistance to all physical and magical attacks when worn. The item is invisible.
Let's compare to the Helm of True Sight.
The Aardwolf Helm of True Sight adds 45 hit points, 8 hit roll, 8 damage roll, +1 luck, +1 resistance to physical and magical attacks. Also adds detection when worn.
We're going to stay with the Helm of True Sight. Next up is equipment for the eyes.
Looks like the item Tenko T is wearing, scoring 255 points, is well and truly above the recommended item for level 41, the spyglasses scoring 80 points.
The Royal Vision of Honor has been enchanted, adds 8 damage roll, 9 hit roll, 6 luck, 4 wisdom, 2 constitution, 2 strength, +2 resistance to all physical and magical attacks.
We can now see the true power of enchantments. The 3 spells combined added 12 stats and 5 hit roll to an item.
In comparison, we'll take a look at the spyglasses.
Next up is equipment for the neck.
Looks like our character already has best neck equipment for level 41, the 2 bonus loot skinned cloaks, scoring 80 and 55 points.
We're going to show an alternative to skinned cloaks for a level 41 character.
Asura's Azurite Pearl is a neck item purchased at the House of Touchstone clan shop. The item gives +2 intelligence, +1 hit roll, +3 damage roll, and +15 hit points. There is a penalty of -30 moves. There is the invisible flag, so the item can be solidified to add further hit roll or damage roll.
We'll now give an example of how to make a skinned cloak. This is a level 35 ranger skill.
Once you have slain your enemy, just type skin cloak.
Unfortunately, we didn't get any stats this time. Once you get a skin that you like, just type Preserve Skin. You will need to have Preserve, which is a level 36 Ranger skill.
Preserve makes skinned items permanent. Other skinned items that a ranger can make include helm, sleeves, gloves, leggings, and boots. Bonus loot skins are only available to subclass crafter.
We managed to find a level 45 dagger drop on our slain foe. The item gives average damage of 60.
Next up is equipment for the ears. We can have 2 items for this location.
The item adds 2 Constitution, 1 hit roll, 3 damage roll, 15 hit points, and plus 2 resistance to all physical and magical attacks. There is a penalty of minus 30 moves. The item is invisible, so there is a chance to solidify to add more hit roll and damage roll.
Next up is equipment for the back.
Looks like Tanko T already has the best back equipment for level 41. Let's take a look at the wings of Aardwolf.
The item adds plus 3 dexterity, plus 2 constitution, plus 2 wisdom, and gives permanent flight when worn. There can be some rooms on Aardwolf where the character needs to be flying to enter. Other benefits of flying are ability to fly over water and also cannot be tripped.
Next up is equipment for the waist. There's something that scores slightly better than the Viper skin belt.
The Belt of Balance adds 4 intelligence, 4 damage roll, 20 hit points, and plus 2 resistance to physical and magical attacks when worn. There is a penalty of minus 40 moves. The item is invisible, so there is the opportunity to add more hit roll or damage roll via the Solidify spell.
Let's compare with the Viper skin belt.
We're going to stay with the Viper skin belt at this stage. The stats are more suitable for a ranger.
Next, we'll look at equipment for the body.
Looks like Dream Within a Dream is much better than what we have.
Let's look at the alternative, the Cantera body armor, while we're here.
The item gives plus 4 strength, plus 4 damage roll, plus 20 hit points, and adds plus 2 resistance to all physical and magical attacks. There is a penalty of minus 40 moves. The item is invisible, so there is a chance to add more hit roll or damage roll through the Solidify spell.
In comparison, the Dream Within a Dream adds 4 Constitution, 3 damage roll, 1 hit roll, and plus 2 resistance to all physical and magical attacks, and is invisible.
We can now sell or junk our level 1 robe that adds 1 wisdom when worn.
Next, we'll look at equipment for the torso. There aren't anything close to the quality of the Aardwolf breastplate of magic resistance, but we'll take a look at the alternatives anyway.
Let's take a look at the most powerful torso item on Aardwolf. The breastplate of magic resistance adds 2 luck, 2 constitution, 2 wisdom, 2 dexterity, 2 strength, and 2 intelligence.
The item also adds 125 hit points, 125 mana, 125 moves, 5 hit roll, and 5 damage roll.
There is plus 100 resistance to the following damage types: acid, air, cold, earth, energy, fire, holy, light, electric, mental, negative, sonic, shadow, water, and magic.
There's also plus 1 resistance to all physical attacks.
Let's take a look at an alternative level 41 torso item.
The pinstripe vest adds 4 intelligence, 4 damage roll, and plus 2 resistance to all physical and magical attacks. The item is invisible, so there is a chance to add more damage roll or hit roll with the Solidify spell.
An alternative is the Tangleweed breastplate. This is obtained by completing the goal at Kemmer's Farm. Please refer to the link to a Tenkati video in the description.
Let's do an example quest at level 41. Run 2 east and then quest request.
Our target is a desk located in the area War of the Wizards. The mobile is about level 35.
You can use the commands Wear Desk or Scan Desk to find the target. Some classes have the Hunt skill to track down the enemy. If you are unsure of where a room is, you can use online maps that have been created by other Aardwolf players.
Once you have slain your target, you can go back to any quester and type quest complete.
We got 15 quest points and some gold for completing that quest. Please note the rewards are random. The quest point rewards remain the same even at higher levels, but the gold reward may increase. You may get lucky and sometimes get a trivia point or practices or trains.
Next up is equipment for the arms. Looks like there's a better item than the one we have.
The item gives plus 2 dexterity, plus 2 constitution, plus 4 damage roll, and adds plus 2 resistance to all physical and magical attacks.
We can now junk or sell our Bracer of Strength. For those who are evil aligned, they may want to stay with the Bracer of Strength instead.
Next up is equipment for the fingers. We can have 2 items for this wear location.
The Ring of Spellcrafting is found at the Fractured Lands through the jet portal on a lich. The item adds 2 wisdom, 2 intelligence, and is invisible.
Let's compare the bonus loot version of the Ring of Spellcrafting. We get additional 2 hit roll and 2 damage roll. Bonus loot is similar to finding magical or rare items on the role-playing game Diablo.
We're going to wear the bonus loot version of the Ring of Spellcrafting. And on our other finger, we'll wear the Aardwolf Ring of Regeneration, which adds 12 hit roll, 12 damage roll, 1 constitution, and regeneration affect, meaning our hit points will heal faster.
Next up is equipment for the hands.
The Blessed Gauntlets of Virtue from the Crusader Clan shop adds 2 strength, 2 constitution, 4 damage roll, and adds plus 2 resistance to all physical and magical attacks.
Let's compare the Elorian Academy training gloves, which add 2 luck and 2 dexterity.
We're going to put the training gloves in the bag of Aardwolf and keep it for later when we are level 1 again in the next class.
Next up is equipment for the legs.
Looks like there's something better than the hero's leggings.
The parody wish, worn on the legs, adds 4 constitution, 4 damage roll, plus 2 resistance to all physical and magical attacks and is invisible.
Let's compare the hero's leggings, which add 2 strength, 2 dexterity, 1 luck, 2 damage roll, and is invisible for the chance to add more hit roll or damage roll with the Solidify spell.
Next up is equipment for the feet. We will keep the boots of speed due to the extra attack per round, but we'll show alternatives just in case there are players who didn't purchase this Ard item.
The new brain, worn on the feet, adds 4 dexterity, 4 damage roll, plus 2 resistance to all physical attacks, plus 1 resistance to all magical attacks, and is invisible.
The Aardwolf Boots of Speed, in comparison, adds 3 dexterity, 2 luck, 10 hit roll, 10 damage roll, 75 hit points, plus 1 resistance to all physical and magical attacks, and adds permanent haste when worn, which means your character will gain at least 1 extra melee attack per combat round when wearing this item.
Next up is a floating item. We're going to keep the aura of Sanctuary due to reduced damage taken when being attacked by an enemy, but we'll show alternatives just in case any player doesn't have this item.
The aroma of fresh ground coffee adds 4 constitution, 4 damage roll plus 2 resistance to all physical and magical attacks, and is invisible for a chance to add more hit roll or damage roll through the Solidify spell.
In comparison, the Aardwolf Aura of Sanctuary adds 100 hit points, 50 mana, 200 moves, 4 dexterity and plus 1 to the following stats: strength, wisdom, luck, intelligence, and constitution.
The item also adds permanent Sanctuary when worn. This means your character will take less damage when hit.
Next up is equipment for the hold location. Our character will be using dual wield, therefore we will not be using the hold location nor a shield, but will give guidance for players who don't use dual wield.
The Apprentice's Scrub Brush adds 2 strength, 4 hit roll, 4 damage roll, and adds plus 2 resistance to all physical and magical attacks, and is invisible for a chance to add more damage roll or hit roll through the Solidify spell.
In regard to the shield, there is a level 1 beetle shell, a very nice shield, that adds at least 5 stats and some hit points. The item is obtained from a beetle from the Aelorian Academy. There is also the alternative of a level 41 shield made of glass from the Midgardian Publishing Group clan shop. This shield adds 4 constitution, 4 damage roll, plus 2 resistance to all physical and magical attacks, and is invisible.
Next up is equipment for the wrists. We can have 2 items for this wear location.
The glow-in-the-dark sundial adds 2 intelligence, 1 hit roll, 3 damage roll, and adds plus 2 resistance to all physical and magical attacks and is invisible.
Let's compare our previous wrist item that adds 1 dexterity, 4 damage roll, and 20 moves.
Let's now compare our bamboo bracer, which is a level 1 wrist item that adds 1 constitution and is invisible.
We're going to sell the bamboo bracer and put the bonus loot wrist cuffs in the bag of Aardwolf.
Looks like we're almost there. Only 3 items shown on the screen which are better than what we use. Equipment for the ears, the waist, and the offhand weapon.
We've previously decided to stay with the Viper skin belt. Let's check out the equipment for the ears.
The Whisper of the Earth adds 2 constitution, 1 hit roll, 3 damage roll, 15 hit points, and adds plus 2 resistance to all physical and magical attacks.
There's a penalty of 30 moves, and the item is invisible. Let's compare the Crystal Earring of Divinity.
The item adds 1 constitution, 1 intelligence, 2 damage roll, and plus 1 resistance to all physical and magical attacks.
Next, we're going to compare the enchanted Zirconian stud. The item adds 1 strength, 5 wisdom, and 8 hit roll.
Next up, we'll look for the best weapons for a level 41 character.
Looks like the bonus loot weapon Tanko T is wielding, the Shrew's Claw, scoring 354 points, is better than the best recommended weapon at level 41, Thalia's Sharpened Wit, scoring 288 points.
We're going to use Thalia's Sharpened Wit as our offhand weapon. The item adds 4 strength, 4 damage roll, and has average damage of 57.
Let's compare our previous offhand item, a bonus loot Vampire's Tooth. This item is obtained from vampires in the area Kultiras. The item has average damage of 40, adds 1 intelligence, 2 hit roll, 20 moves, and adds 10 resistance to energy damage.
Looks like we're fully equipped. Let's go leveling.
If your character is good aligned, you can type Mobdeath's 4150 Evil to see the most popular areas to level.
Some of the most popular areas for this range are the Land of Oz, Kingdom of Honor, the Blighted Tundra of Onderin, and Onyx Bazaar. You may also want to consider the dark side of Fractured Lands, but look out for vampires who are about level 56 and aggressive. Also, Descent to Hell may be of interest. Be careful not to press down too far, you may stumble into the Council of Worm.
We're at the Land of Oz. There are some evil aligned targets here that are about level 40 to 50. Be careful of the tornado. You may need to bring some potions of Cure Critical. These are level 40 potions and can be bought from Bard Clan Shop or the Potion Shop in the Grand City of Aelor.
We're going to take out a target or two as examples of a level 41 character fighting.
Let's go to the Blighted Tundra of Onderin.
Please note there are some aggressive mobiles in this area. You may need a few Cure Critical potions.
We are now level 42. We gained some hit points, mana, moves, practices, trains, and a lucky +1 strength.
We can check the level range for this area. Just type where.
We're now going to show how to do a campaign at level 43. Please remember to do a campaign every level where feasible. The benefits are increased quest points and gold. On some occasions you may get a trivia point or some practices and trains. You'll likely need the No EXP command.
In this campaign, our reward is 31 quest points and 32,902 gold.
The first target is in Kingsholm. For those you are not familiar with the area, the target may be hard to find. If you get stuck, there is the option of using online maps created by other Aardwolf players.
If this is your first time at the Seals of Kingsholm, you'll need to take out every guard to obtain each key. You can put your keys in the key ring for future use.
These guards range from about level 31 to level 65.
If you are a ranger about level 40, you may be able to turn off auto loot and then use the skin command. This can leave the key on the ground for others to use.
This part of Kingsholm contains a lot of nice equipment many players may be interested in, ranging from about level 30 to level 60. Please feel free to work your way through the entire gauntlet and find some nice items.
Oh wow. Looks like we found a bonus loot weapon.
The Death Spite has average damage of 56. Add 2 hit roll, 2 damage roll, 1 dexterity, 1 strength, and 1 constitution.
We might stay with the offhand weapon we already have, Thalya's Sharpened Wit, due to 4 strength and 57 average damage.
Let's clean up some of the inventory. Skinned items that you didn't preserve will automatically disappear. Please ensure to preserve the skins that you like, for example, one with lots of stats and/or damage roll hit roll.
This is our target, a stone golem.
Let's move on to the next target, a Drongo at Raganatitu.
We can notice that it takes longer to take down our enemies around this level as compared to level 1 to 11.
Next up is a savage barbarian at the blighted tundra of Andoran.
There are some aggressive mobiles in this area. You may need to have good equipment and/or have some cure critical potions. If you get into trouble, you may be able to recoil from combat.
We are now level 44. We have gained some hit points, mana, moves, practices, trains, and access to a new spell, Firestorm. We'll need to practice if we haven't practiced that spell before.
Next target is Iceling.
I think we wandered too far. Iceling is nearby to a savage barbarian.
We're now going to do a quest at level 44.
Looks like we found our target, who is about level 38 or so.
You can return to the same quest store or any questor and quest complete. We got 20 quest points and 2,910 gold.
Our next target is Verblain and Melox. They are located in the grand city of Aelor, usually about 2 south and 3 west from Recall.
Next target is a roadrunner located at the Great Salt Flats.
Our next target is a sneaky gnome at the labyrinth.
You can start the goal for this area at Princess Zanya by saying, "Yes, I can help you."
Looks like Tanko T already did the goal, so we cannot do it again.
Our next target is a wolf in the same area.
We only have 2 targets left for our campaign. We're going to leave the Bodak at the Underdark till last due to being a bit more difficult to find than our other target.
Our next target is an obnoxious goat at the Wobbly Woes of Woobleville.
Our final target for our level 43 campaign is the Bodak at the Underdark.
Hooray, we did it! We got 31 quest points, 32,902 gold, and bonus 14 quest points for the first campaign completed today.
We're going to let Tanko T do a few levels off camera. Please remember to campaign every level where feasible. You may need to toggle No EXP on and off.
We are now level 50. We gained some hit points, mana, moves, practices, and trains. We now have access to the spell transport via plants. We'll need to practice it to a reasonable percentage if we want to use it effectively.
There's a nice level 50 weapon that players may be interested in. This item can be bought from the Crusader clan shop.
The Gavel of Justice adds 3 damage roll, 3 hit roll, 3 strength, and has average damage of 75.
For those who are evil aligned or interested in a different weapon, we'll show you an alternative.
The Barber's Razor add 4 hit roll, 6 damage roll, and has average damage of 78.
Let's compare the bonus loot sparkling version, which adds 6 hit roll, 8 damage roll, 20 mana, and has average damage of 97.
We also have another bonus loot sparkling version, which adds 6 hit roll, 8 damage roll, 1 dexterity, and has average damage of 97.
Let's check out EQ Search Weapon.
Looks like Tankati is wielding a weapon scoring 522 points. That is far better quality than the best recommended weapon at level 50, the Bandit's King Sword scoring 332 points.
Aardwolf won't let us wield a primary weapon that isn't at least double the weight of our offhand weapon, unless your primary class is Soldier.
Let's find a combination that works. How about we wield the gleaming steel spear in our primary hand, and then wield the sparkling barber's razor in our offhand?
Yep, let's do that. For now, though, we'll let Tankati gossip about being hyped for Wednesday and intending to upload a YouTube video on level 41 to level 60 equipment and leveling guide. Let's take a look at the steel spear.
The bonus loot Gleaming Steel Spear has been enchanted. Adds 6 damage roll, 5 luck, 3 wisdom, 1 strength, 1 constitution, 40 hit points, 20 moves, and has average damage of 93.
Let's dual wield the Barber's Razor.
Looks like we're ready to level again. The Gleaming Steel Spear has a score of 522 points, and the Sparkling Barber's Razor has a score of 468 points. Our two weapons score far higher than the recommended best level 50 weapon, the Sword of the Bandit King scoring 332 points.
We're going to show some areas to level for players who are level 51 to level 60 good aligned. Type Mob Deaths 5160 Evil.
Some popular areas to level around this range are the Land of Oz, the Wobbly Woes of Wobbleville, Paradise Lost, and Onyx Bazaar.
We're going to go to the deeper parts of the Wobbly Woes of Wobbleville. Please note, to enter this area, you'll need to go through a custom exit by typing Enter Crack.
Let's take out some sea snakes in this area. There's also the opportunity to find nice equipment from your slain foes.
Oh wow, looks like we found a bonus loot shield.
We're going to sell it since we're dual wielding.
We are now level 60. We gained some hit points, mana, moves, practices, and trains. There is an important message about potions. We're going to show how to obtain these potions.
You can buy level 60 healing potions and mana potions by going to the Loki clan shop, which is located 2 east from Recall.
The Angel's Breath grants 4 times healing in a combat round. Use the command, Quaff Angels, when you are in need of healing.
Next up is Mana Potion. The Devil's Brew grants 4 times Black Lotus, which increases your mana. Spellcasting classes can be heavily reliant on mana.
Alternative shops that have level 60 heal and level 60 mana potions near Recall are Bootcamp Clan Shop, Run Up South, then West, and also Dominion Clan Shop, Run North, and then 2 West.
In this video, we have provided information on how to obtain some of the best equipment from level 41 to level 60. We've also shown suitable areas to level in this range. It can be important to campaign every level where feasible. Equipment can also be purchased from other players through auction, marketplace, and private interaction.